I saw you gave Gabs a few different haircuts.
Yeah. So with that, I was like, right, if I'm gonna lose my hair, I'm gonna enjoy losing my hair. So I cut it into a bob, and I had it cut dead short. And then Chris, you just shaved it.
Yeah,
and then I said to him, I'll do whatever you want. Then I had a Mohican, and then the next time I had all lines. And
my favourite one was the one that looked like bikes.
Oh yeah, the bike. Yeah, I just kept adding to that. Yeah, it just started as a tram line, and then it was. I thought I'll put some spokes in there.
You could have almost done the map of your world tour on it.
Well, just recently, because her hair's been growing back. She did look like, well, I say look like Ken Dodd, the way it was growing back. But she asked me to shave it off, didn't it? So
yeah, it just looked really strange, like a clown.
A few times she's asked me to.
So I just sat down and said, "Do whatever you want."
So I always, I'll cut it,
because
the other day we was being interviewed by the newspaper in Marbella, weren't we? And they asked the question, are we going to see a wedding on this tour, on this world tour? And I said, well, yeah, absolutely. And then, when's that going to be? I said, well, I've said to Gabriella, when her hair's touching her shoulders, down to her shoulders, then we'll get married. And he's, but the thing is, she keeps asking me to cut her hair, so I quite happily keep shaving her. I don't know when that's going to be.
Is that a hint? Or?
Yeah. He said there's a method to your madness.
Well, he said, how do you,
So you're engaged, aren't you?
Yeah.
That was another story that
was
hit the headlines.
Yeah. That was the end of the tour. That's how we finished Southeast Asia, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So what happened? Like, how did that?
He made me canoe over to was it Bamboo Island in a storm.
That's just off Peak
to prove that I was, worthy.
5 miles she had to paddle from Phi Island, South Thailand, to Bamboo. Yeah.
And the people at the where we got the canoe from, they're going, you're going over there. There's a storm, and he's like, yeah, I'm going. So as we're rowing over, and I'm just oblivious to what's happening behind me with the clouds and everything, and he's going, I think you need to put a bit more effort into this.
Yeah, she kept stopping, paddling
looking around.
And the swell was getting really big, and there was big black cloud. There was a storm coming, because when we finished, we was coming into the monsoon season, weren't we? And I thought if we get thrown out of these boats, we're going to miss the island anyway, because we were still a good mile off it, weren't we? So we couldn't turn around and go back 4 miles, so we just had to get to shore.
And then you said, don't put the boat or something on the wave. We'll be thrown out. And the next minute the boat hit this wave, and that was it. We were thrown out, weren't we?
Hit by the boat as we landed.
Hit by the boat, tossed onto the shore. And then there's like is it the sea gypsies you call them, that just live in the shacks, and they've got the fishing boats, and they just saw these 2 people just come flying onto the shore, and they were like,
because no one would actually normally paddle across from Phi, because you're not even mainland. You've got the island of Phi Island, and then we were there on the
they were washing the clothes, weren't they, in the bucket? So and we just come flying in.
So this proposal's going well, so
yeah.
Well, actually, I've made her do it twice, because the first time we finished the cycling tour, got back to Bangkok, and then decided let's get an internal flight and go to Phi Island and just chill out for a week or so. So we went there, didn't we? And I had planned to propose to her, but I didn't want to just do it on Phi Island. And then when I heard about Bamboo Island, and there's another island there called Mosquito Island, so I thought, we'll get a little boat, and so we paddled across. We did it the first time, but the weather was actually quite nice then,
and he chickened out.
No problems. We got on the island, and I lost my nerve. I thought, well, I can do it. I'll do it somewhere else. There's no rush. And I saw it. So we came back to Bangkok, and then we were in a taxi, weren't we, going back to the airport. And I was actually regretting, losing my nerve. And so we got to the airport, we got dropped off, and we literally watched our flight go, didn't we? And so we just...
Because he said, should we stay or should we go? And we were both, look, should we stay or should we go? And by the time we decided, the flight had gone anyway.
Yeah. So... back we went, back to
With
the
our
hotel in
bikes and
Bangkok,
boxes,
and then
and-
jumped on the plane again and flew back to PP. And again, all along, Gabriella she's got no idea that I'm going to propose to her. And I'm thinking, oh, this time I've got to do it. I've got to do it. And so I'm going at the worst time. The monsoon's just started. I think, well, I've got to go to Bamboo Island and do it, because I had it all planned in my head how I'd do it. I just probably waited 2 weeks too late, with the weather. And so we just borrowed the boats again and off we went.
And do you put all shells in the sand saying, marry me?
How did you, was that like previously set up, or did you have to just quickly run off?
Well, I said to Gabriella, let's just lie down here and just,
I was messing around in the water.
Yeah, and she was just messing around. I said, I'm just going to, because I like to mess around doing stuff anyway, creating stupid patterns in the sand. I said, I'm just going to go for a wander
Building
up
fires.
there. I said, you'll find us, stay there. So I picked up loads of bits of shells and dead coral and stuff, and so I start spelling out, basically marry me, and then next minute these Japanese and Chinese tourists came walking along, and they were really interested in what I'm doing and taking pictures, and they won't understand what I'm doing. And I'd done the marry, I was just doing the M for me. And they're going, marry, and they're speaking really loud. I'm like, marry me. I'm like, just be quiet. And then you're like walking over, and I'm like, go away. And basically that was it, wasn't it? He came over and I said, oh, what do you think to this? And the pictures, again, they're on the website, and it says it all, doesn't it?
Why you do burst into tears?
But then straight after that, I'm thinking, right, but we've got to
Get
canoe
back.
back all the way back to PP Island and look at the weather.
That's the ultimate test, though, because you've battled through a storm. You've obviously got there and got back okay,
Yeah.
so it's clearly meant to be.
Yeah, and we'd just previously been living, the two of us, in a two-man tent all over Southeast Asia in ridiculous
Remote
temperatures.
places, yeah.
And if you can cope with each other in such extremes,
Yeah.
you should be able to manage it.
Yeah.
And
Back in Europe.
that was it, wasn't it? So, and then we luckily the sea gypsies were there, just getting the boat ready to go out and do the fishing, and we managed to throw our canoe
In sign language.
Yeah, in their
Me,
fishing
over
boats.
there.
And,
There, and he's looking right, where are you going? What island?
yeah,
We want to go over there.
they took us to where they thought we meant, but they
Yeah.
were still about 2 miles
Well,
short,
yeah.
and they were. Yeah, I think they just thought we were crazy.
Yeah.
So we'd clearly come from.
Long way.
So when was that? Was that about a couple of years ago?
That would be 2.
16,
What we know, it's 2 years ago
2016,
now. Yeah, because we came back on the. I think it was the 20th of May. What we on now? Yeah, so it's nearly 2 years. It's actually probably 2 years to the day when I proposed to you.
Oh.
There you
Yeah.
go. What a way to celebrate that anniversary by being on this.
It was around about now. Yeah.